No,
Moving on to Sunday Night Football, we have a pretty big matchup. The Texans off of their bye and 2 losses, so they're 6-2 coming into the matchup. The Lions obviously look like the best team, not only in the NFC, but probably the best team in the NFL. I know they're not undefeated, but just the performance test alone between them and the Chiefs, it's hard to say that the Lions aren't number one in the NFL. What are you seeing in this Sunday night game? Obviously, we're both picking the Lions.
I think the Chiefs are probably having an argument against that as the only reason because they're undefeated. Let me paint a scenario for you. A quarterback who was unwanted by the team that drafted him gets traded away. Goes to a franchise that has a lot of history. It's been around for a lot of years. Has not been very successful in the last 50 years, 60 years, whatever it's been. It's been a very, very long time since they went back to promised land. On the opposing side, a team trades for a Hall of Fame level receiver on the team, brings him in, goes undefeated. What does this sound like, Jimmy? The New York Giants and the New England Patriots. And ladies and gentlemen, it is November 7th, and I am predicting a Lions versus Chiefs Super Bowl with the Lions winning it. That's how much faith I have this team. This team has the depth at receiver and weapon-wise. Adding Tim Patrick the offseason, adding Amon-Ra St. Brown, getting Jameson Williams back, the two-headed monster at running back. Sounds familiar, Ahmad Bradshaw and what was the other? Brandon Jacobs, a quarterback that got traded away. Eli Manning, Jared Goff, a team that didn't want him. A coach that was kind of sought after as being a hype guy and not really doing much. Tom Coughlin, Dan Campbell. There is a lot of parallels here. It's weird saying that, but there's a lot of parallels here to that first Giants team that beat them in the Super Bowl. It's weird. I know it is, but I feel like we could be on the precipice of this, and the Lions could come back to fruition like the Giants did way back when with Eli Company, because Jared Goff is playing, dare I say, MVP level type football. He has been that good. He has been so solid. He had that game, what was it, 4 weeks ago, where he doesn't have an incompletion. He has more touchdowns than he does incompletions, I believe, going into this week's game. I don't know what the percentages changed after this past weekend, but at one point he had more touchdowns than he had incompletions in this season. He has been so consistently good, and this offense is running a well-oiled machine. They are Detroit, stand the fuck up. You are a real.
Everybody from the 313, put your hands up and follow me.
You are a real championship contender in Detroit. And
I love it because this means that we're going to get more M albums. That's all this means.
Yeah, it does. And Kid Rock rocking the stage also does not hurt with all the Detroit.
Is Kid Rock playing the Thanksgiving game this year? Kid Rock featuring Eminem?
Oh my gosh, who knows? Either way, look, I love it. I like this Texans team, but that loss, what was it, 2 weeks ago now, really opened my eyes on Saturday Night Football. Where I was like, I don't they lost Diggs obviously to the whole season. Niko Collins has been injured for most of the season. They're losing weapons for CJ Stroud slowly and surely. They're having to rely on